How are you doing today? Cam Proctor from Big Gold Bell Media. Today we have Natalia Beristáin, who is the showrunner and executive producer from Midnight Family that premieres on September 25th, only on Apple TV Plus. Natalia, hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, muy bien, gracias.
Solo un poquito español, so we're gonna do this in English for the most part. um, so I got to check out the first couple episodes, and it's such an amazing job. I just want to give you kudos, first and foremost. I'm loving the series so far, so I'm excited to see where it goes.
Thank you so much. It's so exciting to hear it. You're like kind of one of the first voices from outside Mexico
Okay.
that I've heard, that I have seen the show, and it's really that was one of the biggest like questions for us. Like, is this going to work outside Mexico City?
Yeah, it definitely works. The show gives you a little bit of everything, the dramatization as well as the high stakes every single episode, and there's always something different each episode too. So it's very reminiscent of shows that we watch here in the US. So I think it definitely it holds up, it's really, really good. So based on that, right? This is based on, I mean, I guess the documentary of Familia de Medianoche, right? And except for it's a little bit more dramatization in it. How much did camera angles and I guess camera rotation really play a part in telling this story?
A lot. I mean, we there's the documentary and the
Mhm.
visual world of the documentary, which is very like guerrilla style. It was the director, camera handheld inside the ambulance, and that would be like the obvious or probably the only way to shoot if you're doing like things for real on the ambulance.
Right.
But we knew that we were doing a fiction show. We knew what we were doing an Apple show, and we wanted to have a visual narrative that was like that it could compete with anything with any show that Apple has done.
Yeah.
So having that in mind, we designed a lot of the not only of the shots, but for example, we had three different ambulances, and we had our hero ambulance, which we kind of dismantle,
Hmm.
and it was kind of a Lego inside, so we could put the camera on different spots that otherwise would have been impossible, and we'll put like how to say it uh, ah, like where you move the camera on rieles. How do you say riel? Not a dolly, but yeah, kind of a dolly, but inside the ambulance. And we had a platform around our ambulance so we can be moving on the street while the Steadicam operator moved from the outside into the inside. And there was a lot of engineering around our shots, so it would have the scale of a big production, but without losing like our characters as the heart or the core of the show.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely showcases them as centerpieces, with, this ongoing, moving, intense world around them, which I really love about it. And that kind of tails into another question that I had. What were some of the challenges shooting in Mexico City? Because this is such an intense show, with all these different scenes. And Mexico City is very lively, and it's a lot of things are open pretty late. So how was that dynamic?
It was hard. It was really hard.
Yeah.
One, I mean, just by the name, you know that you're gonna end up with a lot of night shoots.
Right.
Midnight Family, of course, is not gonna happen at 10
Of
a.m.
course. Of course.
So that was hard because we shot for 25 weeks, which is a long time if you're shooting nights.
Mhm.
And also, like, yeah, how do we get like shooting in Mexico City streets? It's hard. The permits is like really a bureaucratic thing that takes so long. And we had this huge like circus around us because the production, we needed that. We're like burning buildings and having car crashes and racing against each other's. And there was a lot of it. So yeah, the production and prepping for it was insane. But I think that's what the show needed. And I think we accomplish it most of the time. So I'm really proud of that.
Yeah, yeah. It visually it looks absolutely stunning. There were several scenes in there where I was like, how are they gonna get through this? Like it's like what this is driving me crazy. I'm getting, PTSD just watching it right now. It's wild. Um, but so the character dynamics, how important did you think was it to tell the story that was kind of, I guess, not just focused on the family, but I guess I guess it's kind of directly kind of focused on Marigaby a little bit more than the other family around. How important was it for you to have her as a centerpiece to kind of bring this whole story and tales together?
I think she's the core of our show.
Mhm.
We knew that we wanted an ensemble piece, that it, like the cast is an ensemble piece, and it's about the family. And there's a lot of like Latinity, Latino thing in that, because family, of course, it's a very important thing. Um, but we also wanted to give it the focus on the female character,
Right.
and not only the female character, but the young character that kind of bumps into trying to make things work differently from what we have been taught.
Mhm.
Um, and that's why she's our core, and that's why she kind of merges everyone together, and she makes the family work. Um, she makes everything work, and she demands too much of herself, and that also, uh, how to say it, like she pays for that eventually, because
Yeah.
you cannot just make everything work.
Yeah, that's true. Can't have it all, which makes sense. And I do agree. It was the show was very, very authentic. It was very modern, but also you saw little things that you would probably only see kind of not I don't want to say in Mexico City, but like the little boy Julio, you would see him like eating certain snacks and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, primarily I wouldn't see that here for the most part. But Natalia, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Everyone at home, make sure you check out Midnight Family only on Apple TV Plus. September 25th for 2 episode premiere. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Ridiculous.